Hello YouTube friends. We're going to do one more carving on the piece of scrap leather. Probably tomorrow's video we're going to add a little color to it and kind of bring it to life there a little bit. But on this one you can see that we added another tree. We put a few little hills in the background. But we're going to add this flower and perhaps this flower here. So we're going to go ahead and just draw those on there, and we'll tool it a little bit. It has gotten a little cooler outside here in Ohio, and it's really a good day to be inside and to do a little leather work. Actually, I drew this flower on there with a pencil, and I'm just tracing around it. Let's see if we can't draw the other one on there. Oh, okay. We'll start right here. We just want to kind of work it into the scrap leather and see how it turns out there. I think it's going to work for us. Not too big. There we go. We're going to tool this, the tree, and I want to point out, just because I've got that in there, just want to show you that that doesn't matter. You can keep going with it. And we're going to cut this in now. I like to cut it in when it's dry. And we're just going to use the corner of the, it slipped my mind, the knife here. I'll think of it in a minute. But we just want to kind of score that there. Swivel knife. I know I would think of it. Swivel. See how it turns? Finger there. And you can control it where you want to go and what you want to do with it. You can get in a really, really tight spot with it too. The more you tilt that corner back, the better it'll work for you. Keep going here. Almost got this one. You want to be able to move that leather around a little bit for you. Okay. And we're going to cut this one in. I'm going to do 2 flowers today, I guess. Always using the corner and pull the knife toward you. I think this is the only time that you're allowed to cut toward yourself. Been watching some interesting videos out there on homesteading. Some real smart homesteaders out there too. Let's see if we can't cut that little thing in, and we're going to go right here. There we have it. Always want to get the leather wet. You can cut it in wet, but I like to do it while it's dry. That way I don't go too deep on it. When you soften that leather up, you can and real quick, I'm sure you've seen this one. This is one that we've been working on with the tree that we put here. And we want to add a little bit more to it and turn it into a piece of artwork. It looked really nice sewed on a handbag or a possible bag. This one is a little bit more difficult. Not really. They're all fairly easy. But we're going to use the tooling, the edger. And when you strike the edger, you start it and just pull it right down toward you. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you just want to kind of pull the edger right down. And you can pick it up and drop it. You don't have to pull it. The tree, we want to give it a little bit more real look to it, so we can come in here. We just want to take our swivel knife and kind of cut some little grooves in it to give it some character, like it's a tree. Then we'll come in and hit it again in between those. You want to put a little curve to it also. You know, you got the wind going on out there in the woods, I'm sure. And we're going to cut right into what we've already done here. The shading, it's not going to hurt anything. It'll blend right in there. And then you can come in with the little pointer saying here, and you can kind of scratch it and give it a little curl as you go. And again, the more you do to it, the better it's going to look for you. And we can come in here on this one, even though we've tooled it. We can come in and always add more to it. You just can't take away from it. But it kind of gives it the movement that you're looking for. We want to do a little something with this trunk. The tree trunk, so we're going to cut some little grooves in there and kind of give it a little character. And the flower that we have here, we're going to just, all we want to do, we want to start light up here and then start getting a little deeper as we get out. And we're just going to tap it. Then we want to go a little deeper on the end. Kind of push the leather down. And we're going to go over this several times with the edger until we get it tooled in where we want it to be. Okay, as you can see, I've tooled it. And we want to shove the leather down. We want to push it down and make our drawing stick out. This is a good example of how the hummingbird, it'll stick out for you. And that's really what you're looking for when you're tooling leather. Actually, what you're doing is you're doing a relief carving on the leather. You want to start up here, don't go as deep. And as you get to the end there, in case anybody's wondering, this is made from a piece of fatwood that I got from Shalisa Shell. And we made this one out of a little pine tree. They both work pretty good. One of them is just a little heavier, but we're not doing construction work. Anyway, we just want to tap that out, and we're going to go ahead and just keep going on it. We will get back with you there tomorrow. We want to show you some dies that we're going to use real quick. Now we will use the Pro die. We have golden brown and a black. And you can kind of see how we've kind of dyed those in. But you can get these at Tandy Leather, and they're not very expensive. And this is a dye for candle making. And we use it to dye the leather. And with these dyes, this is a yellow, we have a blue, and we can mix them together and get the greens and whatever that we're looking for. We also have a red. We can mix those together and you get a little color chart. It will save you a little money. But one of our favorite dyes, it's an unusual one that we use, and we use it a lot. This dye and this tube, everything on this was dyed with that. And this is a cake dye. It's for food. And we use these to mix some colors there, but they're a food grade dye. So tomorrow's video, hopefully, I'm going to try to show you how to add a little dye to it and make it pop for you. We don't want to ever forget to put that in there. God bless America. And God bless you all for sure. So we've added we've done the pine tree. We've added the flower, 2 of them. We did add some heels to it, and tomorrow, Lord willing, we're going to try to dye the leather and take a look at it and see what it looks like. Thanks for coming by the channel and watching the video. We'll catch you in the next one.